No, not good.
He's a native cat.
Interesting characters on today's service, and I'm just going to play you a little earworm challenge.
So we have never stayed at a capsule hotel before, and because, you know, the size of it, it's the cheapest option. So we thought we'd give this a go, and it looks really, I really like it actually, it's very cozy. It is, however, almost 7:30. We were supposed to arrive in London at 2:30. I think we've managed to move our dinner reservation at Effie's to 8 o'clock. But I am, it's been a long day, folks. And me with my fucked up immune system, I have had my mask on all day. Quite a few coughers on the train, so I think for the best. But yeah, I haven't eaten since 10, so I'm gonna go. So I am absolutely loving this bed nook. This room is actually really cute and cozy. My one complaint is I didn't really get my hair that wet. But like, absolutely awful hairdryer. No strength behind it at all. It was just heat. This place is jumping. Like, on the way here, we saw like a bar and there were like 50 people outside drinking. They're paying customers, and it's just on a weeknight. So it's quite crowded, but we're coming up on the weekend, I guess, so not to be like an utter bore, but I got my usual at Effie's, the sarma beti, which is chicken, cheese, I don't remember what the sauce is, unfortunately, with yogurt, and in the wrap, and it's gorgeous. You can also get it in lamb, but I knew I liked the chicken, so you know, why risk it on this day of all days? It's really wonderful. I did not get any footage of the complimentary bread because the moment it came out we all fell on it like a pack of wolves. The salad was lovely. It was really worse, so I was mostly the only one eating it, but it was really good. We are so excited about tomorrow though, so I am just gonna leave this here. Actually, no. I brought some money to spend on holiday. Don't do that. This is the United Kingdom. We all use the same currency, really. It is the same currency, and I cannot emphasize this enough. It's the same currency, but there are so many people in places that will not take Scottish notes. This is such a faff, and I'm really annoyed by it. Good morning. It is a good day. I'm really looking forward to where we're going. We have a bookshop visit planned to one that I have been meaning to go to for years. I didn't realise it was in this area. I've never been to one like it, so I'm really excited. We have a little bit of... We might go to the British Museum as well. We couldn't get tickets for the Silk Road exhibit, which is a little bit disappointing, but yeah. Unfortunately not a great start to the day, however. This is the third time I'm brushing my hair. I'm not really a all-in-one shampoo conditioner kind of person, but you're packing, you know, you want to save space. Highly do not recommend this one because my hair feels chalky and it's kind of clumping a little bit. It's not too bad. I don't feel like I need to bring my brush with me, but yeah, do not recommend. Obviously everyone's hair is different and, you know, English water, but yeah. I did feel like kind of more of a cute look today. I have my, what is it? Totoro and a Pikachu onesie. Pikachu and a Totoro onesie look. And an elephant top, because of course. Did you say Peckham? We got like 7 books today, which is a lot more than I wanted to, but I love them. So we have always had the best luck with taxi drivers here. The first one took us to Word on the Water, and I mean like took us to Word on the Water, got out the car, pointed out the path that we had to take, and the boat as well, and it was really nice. And then the second taxi on the way back, it can be hard to get into Brick Lane. I think it's a one-way street, and there's it's not easy to maneuver. So we just said take us close. It doesn't need to be to the hotel. You don't need to come in. But like he stopped like 5 paces from the front door, and that was just really nice. And then there were 2. Effie's is fantastic, and we all loved it last year. One of us may have gotten food poisoning yesterday, unfortunately, so did not make it out with us. Unfortunately, we ultimately for the best. The boat was quite stable, but every now and then it would and to be fair, I'm also not feeling great. So it took me a while to realise that it was the boat that was dipping and not just me. The music in it was really quite loud though, so painfully so, which is the only drawback. When I went to pay, I had cash on me, and they didn't have change. So this very kindly person who was in charge of the till just said, it's £2, it's not much. I was not alone, thankfully, and so we paid the full amount. But that was just really nice. I thought that the exhibit was great, but also I did not have a good time. We arrived a little bit early, and it was overcrowded. It was one in, one out kind of deal, and it was too crowded. Too many people. It was so hot, and you could barely move. And by the end, I was not paying attention to the exhibit. I couldn't. I was just too overwhelmed. And we've been in that space before. We've been to other exhibits at the British Library, and this is the worst it's been. And also there was only one seat, and my disabled ass, I was either about to start hitting people or start crying, and just at the end it was not good. Unlike last year though, they are selling a little book on the exhibit, and I think it's lovely. They have photos of everything that they had in the space. Obviously no video, but really sad to see. But I think in the end it's for the best that we didn't get tickets to the British Museum. But unless someone gets sick tonight or tomorrow, I highly recommend Mala. It was absolutely beautiful. The one thing I would say is that they ply you with those lovely, lovely dips and poppadoms, complimentary, but by that point, when the food comes out, you've already eaten so much, and then the hotel is just 2 doors down, and I really could have been doing with a 5-minute walk. But absolutely fantastic place. So this is the closest I can get to wearing Hadestown colours without actually wearing merch, and no shit to anyone who does it, but I just feel like wearing merch of the show to the show is just a little bit gauche. So I didn't want to do that. I've gone a little bit kind of trying to go a wee bit gothy with it. I have my Dasho Shan as well. I was planning on wearing the trousers again, but frankly it's been really hot here, and I know that this is purely by purely because I am Scottish that this is like warm in comparison, but like, yeah, it's hot and I don't like it. Also, if you're looking at my hair, like, I did decide to put it in again. I don't know that it promised like long, shiny, luscious locks, but it did promise that it would be good for thickening the hair. And frankly, that might just be it. Listen, I watch a lot of Abby Cox, and the first time I put it on, I was like, this reminds me of the powder and pomade thing, and I think, I don't know if you can see how grey this is, that it's kind of working to that effect, but it might overall be like good for my scalp, in which case like a few days of discomfort, I'm gonna just like wear a jacket like I said, so it's not like it's going to be on my skin that often. I'm sure yesterday I walked out without my mask, and today almost walked out without my shoes. You want it over? But it's on top of mine. Yeah.
So I think I'm just doing like the
Have to do a candle. Just do one in one cake, okay? Let's not risk the fire alarm.
there will be no fire alarm.
Did you ask?
Not yet.
Not yet. No. Okay. The light does not favour us because it's almost 3:30 in the afternoon, but the chronic fatigue kicked in, and I'm going to try and talk about yesterday, but I don't really remember. So Dumpling's legend is a restaurant that we love in Chinatown, and it is fantastic. It's nice to always stop in. The portions are great.
So that's 1:30.
Yeah.
You want to come here, leave an hour for to have. Take your time, because I'm not.
Yeah.
Pretty smooth.
Apologies for just running out on you earlier, but I just didn't have the brain power to word. I do wish that I had managed to spend more time in Guanghua, because it is such a fantastic bookshop. Most of the books on the first floor are, what's the word, in Chinese. Brain power is, yeah. But I love the downstairs section. I love all of the history and the philosophy and religion. It's really fascinating. There are a lot of academic texts, and they are unfortunately quite expensive, but well worth your time. Hadestown. I have a long history with the musical. First time I heard about it, I was like, I love the romanticized myth of Hades and Persephone, so I am gonna love this. And then I didn't, because I didn't like jazz. I was not for that first album at all, but I fell in love with it months after the original London run closed, and I followed it all the way to New York when it opened on Broadway. So when they said that the original Broadway primary cast was coming back together, I had to. I mean, I talked myself out of it, because I said there aren't gonna be any tickets left. But Mum kind of talked me into it, and I'm so glad she did. I'm so glad we have 2019 is long ago enough that I don't have the clearest memories of the production, but there were moments when they came out that I don't remember the original that I saw very well, but I knew, oh, that's different, and it felt so exciting. I remember last year's trip when we came to see the London cast. That was so exciting. I really loved the thought that they put behind that first cast. I really loved, you know, like in terms of where they got the actors, in terms of the accents and what that added to the narrative, and the fact that they would sing in these accents as well. It wasn't just I think ultimately, while I will forever love the Broadway cast, and like Amber Gray is a revelation, and the moment Eva Noblezada opened her mouth, I was just like but I think the London cast is my favourite. Philip Boykin took over for Patrick Page because he unfortunately like really injured himself, and I hope he's doing well. But I was a little bit disappointed, I'm going to be honest, because for me it felt like this was the last chance I was going to have to see them. And I had also, you know, we went in 2019, we also went to BookCon, and we were going to do that in 2020, and for reasons that I don't need to explain, that didn't happen. But yeah, I really loved Philip Boykin though in the role. He is genuinely so menacing, especially like when he sees her, and then when it goes into Songbird versus Rattlesnake, he's genuinely so menacing, but he also is really funny. And his voice, you could feel like the resonance when he sang, and it was amazing, and I'm so glad I got to see another Hades. You have absolutely got to go to that bakery though if you're ever in London Chinatown. It's sponge and like a mousse, and with this lovely helping of strawberry up on top. But the mousse is actually heavier than the sponge. It's like eating air. It is the most beautiful cake I've ever had in the world. And listen, we got 3 because we were like, you know, one slice each for a birthday cake kind of thing. We did not end up doing that because we ate too much at dinner. Also a really lovely restaurant. I ended up having 2 slices by myself because in the end I thought, I cannot bear to waste this slice. And this hotel is amazing, it's beautiful. It's in, last year we were like 4 blocks that way, and we followed Google Maps to Spitalfields to go to the Pho Cafe, and it took us 30 minutes. That clip I just filmed, that's Spitalfields. And then you can see it from the front door of the hotel. It's a great area, it's great amenities. They do not have fridges. So it was eat it or throw it, and I wasn't going to throw it out. And while the cafe was beautiful, and they have so many varieties like waffles and crepes and cakes and fruit shakes, which is a milkshake with like a cake on top of it, and I can't lie, I'm tempted. I don't really have anything to say for today, and I'm really sorry. We went downstairs in the little like hotel lobby cafe area, and all I did was start reading for urine, which I knew was going to make me cry, so I shouldn't have read that in the lobby. Did not stop me. So yeah, I was quiet, but apologies to anyone in that lobby. But the chronic fatigue definitely has its claws in me, so thank you for watching the London vlog. There might still be some clips tomorrow, but I am not promising that they will be particularly competently filmed. Good night. So in the end we got all but 6 books into the case, and I feel quite good about that. I have had to impose on other people. But yeah, this is it. Goodbye, lovely little room.